I'm I'm live, and we're back. We're back with Stanley Parable. So every time I start up the game now, because of what we did last time, every time I start up the game now, it adds a new number here, and it will ask for a new subtitle. So which game are we playing today? We're playing Stanley Parable 4. Um. Stanley Parable 999999999. I don't know why. A new kind of ice cream. Dear. You're welcome to the stream, Shima. So, oh, I didn't plug my headphones in. Sorry, I always say Shima. Shima. Yeah. Sorry, we say it like that initially, and then I immediately remember, like, bad Rory. We didn't even get this ending, the normal version of this ending, last time. Hey, Hat. How you doing? Now, I gotta remember, I gotta remember what we did last time, and... Let's see, I like a link cable for my Quest 2. Oh, nice! Nice. Yeah, gotta remember what we did last time, and do and do the remaining endings, because I know there's still a ton to go. The first thing I'm gonna do is to try. We'll skip the intro. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and get the new content ending again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
the bucket's
simply
already
missed a
here.
memo.
Our new content is already open. Do I do new content with the bucket? Or do I just do it? I'm gonna do it with the bucket.
Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Ooh, hey, Tiana.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After
Fairly well.
receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the
How's your
Stanley
channel
Parable,
going?
delighting
I'm assuming
audiences
it's
the world over.
sudden explosion. Game's kind of loud.
Please,
Okay.
step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Wait, Stanley. I've just now realized.
Hit 10K.
that
Nice,
bucket you're
nice.
holding,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the bucket I've been working on for my sequel. How did you get your hands on it? Isn't this the preview to the sequel? How do you have the bucket already?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's really crazy.
Hold on. Did I already show
digits.
you my ideas for the sequel?
I also just
I
woke
don't
up.
remember doing that at all. You're seeing things all out of order.
You're damn right.
All right, let's see.
It still has 0.
The jump circle?
He didn't make a comment on the fact that I didn't have any jumps.
The infinite hole? The giant door? Did you see them already? Stanley, none of them are ready yet. I'm still developing.
Time traveling
They're not even
bucket
close to
shenanigans.
finished. How do they look? When you saw them, were they captivating? Were they exciting? Did they fulfill on the promise of everything that a sequel
$16
to
on a
Stanley
trailer.
Parable could
Yeah,
possibly
yeah.
be? Had I figured out how the hell to make a sequel to this game? Wait, if you're still carrying the bucket around with you, if the bucket is interesting to you, that means I must have made it correctly. Yes, you carrying the bucket with you everywhere is exactly what I set out to accomplish. The bucket is the exciting and captivating new content that I promised. I did it! I win! I made a sequel to the Stanley Parable. Yes, the sign is correct. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Thank you for taking the bucket everywhere with you. Clinging tightly to the bucket, never letting it go. It means I've won. It means I am victorious over the gamers. It is a sweet salve of victory on my soul. Thank you for enjoying the new content. The bucket is the Stanley Parable now. They are one and the same. There is no Stanley Parable without the bucket. I win.
Oh,
I
hey,
win,
Mecha.
I win. I win. I win. I win. I
Pretty sure
win,
game. I beat it in
win,
one
I
day.
win.
I mean, yeah. True. Still awesome. Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could
Oh,
it
does
mean?
the bucket doesn't appear?
Stanley
This, oh, no, it's
decided to
there.
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply... It takes a lot of humility to carry a bucket so magnificent. Stanley checked his ego and then proceeded onward.
Here we go. Okay, okay, we're good. I was like, is this not gonna work? It is working. We're good. I thought it was gonna have the big flashy sign saying new content. Love how the narrator's so quick to accept that time travel's real. Yep. Just asking you questions about the future. Yeah, yeah.
You see, Stanley,
He just sees it
I've
and he
been
sees it as
reflecting
like,
on the Stanley
I
Parable
won.
and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Yeah.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely
love
new
that-
experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This
I
is
do
what
love that what
fans
they
have
actually ended
truly
up
been
doing
asking for.
is
Now, to be
basically
clear,
bucket
I
the
haven't
sequel.
quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Yeah, I love the fact that, like, the whole series of what makes Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe different is a bucket. The bucket is the linchpin to everything that is different with Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. So now, the part that I'm actually here for is it's the machine free achievement. Yeah. I'm here for the free achievement. Buckets of fun.
Now here's something.
The Stanley Parable 5.
Remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, this
As
is
you
even.
can see, the machine is not working yet since... What? Wait, what in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement? Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched? Oh, God.
I got settings all
Composure,
champion, yep.
Composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended.
I intended.
It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe. Just breathe.
He's losing his mind. Yes, just as I intended. Okay, now what happens if we go to the bucket
What else?
with the bucket?
What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Yeah. Can I have 2 buckets? An explosive surprise. I'm assuming it's like the time travel stuff.
Wait, there are 2 buckets here. How did you get a second bucket? Oh no, the warmth and comfort of a single bucket is already so great, so intoxicatingly wonderful. With 2 buckets, there's no telling. Stanley, can you still hear me? Are you with me?
There we go.
Stanley!
Oh.
Oh, thank God. I didn't lose you. Stanley, the power of 2 buckets was too much. I had to destroy both of them. I know how much the
How
bucket meant,
dare you?
but I couldn't take the risk. I hope one day you can forgive me.
Never. No, my pocket. How dare he? My precious. My precious. Well, now I've just got. Oh, I didn't get to go. I didn't go to the hole with the bucket. What happens now? What if there are other exhibits that I could have done with the bucket? It was for your own good, mate. It's just looking out for your well-being. Go to the hole anyway. Okay. It just puts the bucket next to you. Oh, does it really? Like, in the game? If so, that's funny. Wait. It's always a fun experience. Sorry, apologies
Okay,
for
I'll
being
be
late.
honest, I haven't yet decided on this
It's
one.
okay, it's okay.
I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
What's the bit? It's gonna do the reverse of last time?
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's
okay.
opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get well
Yeah,
someday it is.
Yeah. I was half expecting it the second time around that it wouldn't do the switcheroo on you, so you come back, you select the opposite to what you
Or
want.
actually, maybe I should have gone with no.
And
I've
it
made
like
my decision. We're moving
it's like
on.
good choice. And it's like, God damn it. And I was kind of
Stanley,
hoping it would
here's
do
an idea that I'm
the
truly
switcheroo on
fond
me.
of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium. You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so.
We did do all the
Now
infinite hole
since
stuff
you've
last
gotten
time.
to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back
We
up
re-
to the top, and we can continue.
Let's just
on.
say I never left the hole. What happens if I do just
Great.
return?
Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Okay, and I guess we're back in the hole now. Did you really need to see it again? I don't know what else there is to say, Stanley. It's an infinite hole. It's exactly
Oh,
what
no, I
you're
didn't
doing
see the
right
boundary
now,
break
but
video.
Forever. There really are
The sponsor
so
is
many
that
other
same cereal that I
fascinating
usually
exhibits
have.
that I prepared for you.
That's a
I really
sponsor.
spent quite a
And
lot
a-
of time on all this,
and a glass
I
of
would
Coke.
very much like to show you some more of them. How about we go ahead and press that teleport button again so we can get back to what's really important about... Oh, goodness. Well, this is rather embarrassing, Stanley. I'll be honest with you. I truly did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the hole long enough to hit the bottom. Yes, I know. I told you the hole was infinite, but come on. Who actually wants to fall forever? The hole was plenty deep. It was more than deep enough, in my opinion. Maybe it's you who likes falling too much. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Yeah. Now, I'm not going to do it again. Because, I've seen it all. I saw what happened. It gets shorter and shorter and shorter until it's like ankle deep. But you can't jump in this game. So you can't exit it once it's ankle deep. He refuses to give you the teleport. And you're just stuck there forever. Are there more collectibles? Out of order. I was gonna say. Who wants to fall forever? Clearly the narrator never played Portal. She has made clear in the old blue door ending. Still annoyed that they changed it. Yeah. I have a feeling because they made it in the new engine.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation.
You've been here already. Sign knows too much. Yeah. Yeah. Let's move on.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Yep. Didn't even look at all his stuff. New mug.
So, Stanley, what do you think?
Oh, the Stanley Parable 5. I played the whole second one already.
Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
We got the test achievement.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this.
Yeah, the first thing I did when I went in
into
this ending is I got the test achievement.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game.
There's two buckets on the floor there.
And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Yeah. It's been returned to Stanley Parable 2.
This
Yeah,
is the story of
putting
a
two
man
buckets next to
named
each other in the
Stanley.
sequel. What a hypocrite. Exactly.
Stanley worked for a company
that's why I
in a
was
big
like,
building where he would...
yeah, okay, shh. That's why I was like, hey, there's two buckets. Also, I like that it did
All of his
indeed
co-workers
update
were
my
gone. What could it mean?
my
Stanley decided to
balloons.
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't
No.
find a trace of his co-workers.
I haven't done the adventure line ending. I only say that, I only worry.
Stanley cradled the
Oh, think
bucket
about that.
in a gentle embrace, protective yet delicate, assertive.
I only say that because I haven't got all the input, the computer input thingies. I don't know, remember if that leads to an ending or not. Oh. Oh, you can just keep redoing that other... I could do the hole with the bucket. Stanley Parable 5, go outside. Do not play the Stanley Parable for 50 years. What ending have I... Oh. Did we do the...
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his
Did we
chest
do the phone
and
ending
entered the door on
with
his
the bucket?
left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was it no?
Did I do it for both
Never
sides,
mind.
though?
The bucket was wrong. Stanley took
Oh,
the
I
door
did
on
do
his
the bucket
left
both
to go
sides, yeah.
back to the meeting room.
I didn't do the original version of that one. I believe I unplugged the phone with the bucket. I've both unplugged the phone and taken it off the, you know, like answered it. Crap, there were, well, I don't know, maybe I haven't, let's go do it. In the back of my mind, that was an ending. I was like, remember next time, Rory,
No,
Said the
go
bucket.
through to this.
don't go to the meeting room.
With
Go
the bucket.
somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced
Yeah,
that the
yeah, we
bucket
saw the
had
instructional
spoken to
video.
him, and he
Yeah.
unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
And we got the ending where I took the bucket home with me. I think those endings are the
In
ones that
here,
are through here,
said the
aren't they?
bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home where we can go about life together.
Yeah. Can you just leave? Damn it. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Crap, something up here we hadn't done. I remember because I was like, I gotta go back that way.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Unless I just wanted to get that ending normally? Unless that was the
When Stanley
logic.
came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad.
Because
at
there's some
following
endings that have
directions, it's
changed that I
incredible
think
he
I wanted
wasn't
to
5
see
years
it.
ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
An instructional video
I
on
realize
logical
that investing
choice
your
making.
trust in someone else
I don't
can be
think so.
difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Side of the gates.
Stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for... This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the...
They didn't change this ending, did they? Oh god, my shirt is chroma keying. I forgot this shirt does that.
Oh, Stanley,
I do apologize.
Is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go.
Ah, okay.
Now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Ooh.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Yeah, we definitely did the broom closet
This
ending,
is a
and we did the
very
bucket
sad
variant to
story
the broom
about the
closet
death
ending.
of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow.
Okay, yeah, we've seen this before. Okay, it's the same. No, what the hell? There was so many endings. We were like, oh, have you done this ending? No. Have we done this ending? No. Have we done this ending? No. And I can't think of any of them now. Except what I'd done.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
It'd probably be
Perhaps-
valuable for me to look up the
Stanley-
endings. Wait. Let's see. Let's just see if there's a guide to. I mean, there's a guide to bonus endings. Yeah, this isn't what I'm looking for. Endings. Ultra Deluxe. All endings flowchart. Okay. I would rather. This doesn't do what I mean, it's close, but it's not quite what I'm looking for. Escape the adventure line. Super secret ending? Wait. Oh, right. I mean, I do recall this being an ending. I've fallen out of the monitor room with and without the bucket. It's tempting to go back to the previous stream and just remind myself. This is an ending I have not done again. Wait, I'll try that one.
Bucket, the
Okay.
only co-worker he would ever truly need.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the
Yeah.
door on his left.
And maybe while we're doing it, I might remind myself of some endings that I haven't got yet.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was coming to a staircase.
I don't think I
Stanley
went
and
to the
bucket
bottom of the
walked
stairs.
Upstairs to the boss's office.
I don't think I've been to the bottom of the stairs there.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
Stream lagging.
Yes, this is certainly the most
I haven't seen any lag on my
explanation.
end. Anyone else experiencing any lag on the stream?
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
Story
It
of
would be
Mariella.
all
That's
Stanley
the one
could
that I'm
do to
talking about,
keep
the
himself
bottom of the
together, if
stairs. I
not
don't
for
think
the
so.
bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here.
Yeah, I
for
don't
you,
think I've
Stanley.
ever walked to the bottom of the
Everything
stairs.
will be fine.
What I call the insanity ending. But you've called the Mariella ending, yeah. No, I don't think we've done the bucket
Stanley
version
and
of
the
that.
bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
Looks good, you
The
think?
bucket
Okay.
had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything
Mention
would be
Mariana to
fine.
avoid any hypothetical misunderstanding. Right, fair enough. Yeah.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things
Oh, and we
does
haven't
the
got the,
bucket want to do or not want to do in
Haven't
the
got
first
the
place? These questions raised furious.
turn on the mind control thing? Oh, I thought there was a button here. Oh, crap.
No! He
Damn it.
screamed into the
Alright,
bucket.
well, we're getting the
He
other
couldn't
ending then.
accept it.
Isn't
His
there a...
own life in someone else's control?
Like, maybe you just...
Never.
Maybe you don't go onto the elevator.
Squeeze the bucket tighter. His
There's
one
definitely an ending
friend
where
in
you,
the
like,
entire
wait,
world.
and then, like, the
At
doors
this
open
point,
up,
he
and then
could
you can go
trust
back to the
no
first
one
button
except
again.
for the bucket.
Oh, well.
But here was
We're getting a
the
different
proof.
ending.
The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with
Oh,
emotions.
oh,
happy.
what
or
were
sad,
they?
Or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold
Oh, do not
reality
tip on
of
the
its
elevator.
past began
Okay.
to sink in, Stanley decided that this machine
I've gone off the railings,
would
yep.
never again exert its terrible power over another human
Elevator
life.
ending with the
For
bucket.
he and the bucket would
Oh,
dismantle
the elevator
controls
ending
for
with the
good.
bucket. Right.
Two best
Instead of the
friends,
ending with the bucket, yep.
Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
But instead...
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds. Silly, silly birds. The control buttons became active again. Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along?
Burps.
Stanley
Yeah.
marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
Yeah. I'll choose my word choice very carefully out of social anxiety and the subconscious fear that my words might be taken in an unintended way. Right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room.
Hire me.
And from then on, he
I like
would never
silly
be
birds.
alone. Is
Okay,
Stanley
Mariana
without
ending.
the bucket really Stanley at all? No.
I would like to work in that
no,
place. Yeah.
surely not.
All burbs.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was coming to a staircase. Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Nope.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he
After all,
was
in this
crazy.
age of the internet,
And then
any word can
something
theoretically mean
occurred to
anything.
Stanley.
Yeah.
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground.
Okay, so this ending...
He exclaimed,
mostly the
"Without my
same
bucket,
for now.
I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it." Far off in the distance now, he heard it calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
It's
But it
here.
couldn't be. He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come to me, Stanley. Find me.
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from.
His
The
head.
real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
The music cue destroyed me the first time.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
This is the word cat for some reason refers to calling someone a liar.
Mariella
No
woke
cap,
up on a day
particularly
like
no
any
joke.
other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort
Yeah, I don't
and
keep up
security,
with slang.
and walked to her place of work.
Oh my
But
god,
on
she
this
has a bucket.
particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Completely
Right
bucketless.
away, she knew what the problem was.
He didn't have a bucket.
This man had no bucket. Of course, he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will
They're
is
so
an
high.
illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Dear. Okay. Elevator ending.
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
Okay. Oh, wasn't that another ending I hadn't got? It was the recorded... the tapes... We did the tapes ending.
As Stanley
With the
lifted his
bucket.
bucket, he felt a connection to all buckets
I
everywhere.
think.
This adventure, he decided, was for all of them.
So I need to redo the awaiting input thingy. Unless that's just for an achievement.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Yeah, we did we've done the phone with the bucket ending. It's the one where you take the bucket home and,
Still no one was here.
you know, your life
Stanley
becomes
needed
just
the
going to
bucket's
and from
warmth
work with the
comfort now
bucket.
more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find... Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket
Tell
guiding
Tim's having fun with this.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is certainly the most logical explanation. Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3.
Elevator
I want
bucket
to go
ending
back
time,
so
yeah.
I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
What happens if I press the number 3? Is that a thing I can do?
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over. Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the... Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
3 is my favorite number. Right. Well, I mean, in many places, my username is either Rorius or Rorius Maximus or Deadly Disease, followed by 333. So 3 is one of my numbers, too.
No, said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet, not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
The bucket's not here in my time of need.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3
Right, is the best
and
troll
began to
genius.
wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. And the whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all, only silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
The bucket. Acknowledge my 3s.
Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
I do not blame Stanley. I like pressing buttons like that as well as the number 3.
Ah, said Stanley. I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart. He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally
yes.
understand Stanley's
I forgot
work.
that's how this works. It's the press conference ending.
For months, he advertised and marketed his press conference, building excitement around it, developing and rehearsing
All eyes
it
on
until
Stanley.
it couldn't be refined a single measure further. When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life.
To stage 33333. Wait. Oh, yeah, some of them are red, some of them are black.
This was it. One last chance.
I'm surprised it
to
doesn't
win
say
the bucket
333.
over. One opportunity to share
Three
a true
again, three
connection
again.
with a loved one.
Stanley reveals all in his new book. Oh, dear. 3, that's the magic number. Yes, it is. Popular song. A shockingly three-dimensional character. 3-star magazine. Well, let's go to stage. All with the bucket.
There was no one here. Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak, to listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over. He was unloved, uninteresting, he was a failure. And in that moment, Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously. There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant. They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends. And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
Oh, how sad. Right, one of the endings with that one of the endings that I thought I remembered.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in,
One of the endings I remembered
in his life.
I don't think you can take the bucket to it. Oh, yep, there's the other way, awaiting input. I'm just gonna check something real quick.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
No one
Perhaps he
came
wanted
to my
stop by
press
the employee
conference.
lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah, the variant of the red-blue door ending
Stanley was so
that
bad
ends
at
with
following
the
directions,
planetarium
it's incredible
thing.
He wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you
There's
of this,
no buckets
but I
past
really
this point.
do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
We did the one where you
Give me
go
a
through the
chance.
blue door.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Oh,
It's
thank
this-
God
it's this
you are
one that
willing
I'm
to
thinking
listen
of.
to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Sense of irony that this game takes place in an office building And here I am playing solitaire while watching the stream.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Yeah, overwrites both these endings.
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If
Yeah,
we just stay right here,
I was
right
kind
in
of
this
hoping there was a
moment with
bucket
this
variant of this
place,
ending,
Stanley, I
but
think
you
I
can't get
feel
here
happy.
without.
I actually feel.
You can't get there
happy.
with the bucket. Yeah. It is nice. I really like this ending. It's one of my favorite endings. But then you have to do this.
No, wait. Where are you going? Right. Where were we?
Just relaxing. But no. It's a pretty ending? Yeah.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
I forget if there's if it alters anything if I go back from this point.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Yeah.
No. What are we talking
Well,
about? You're
that
risking
part of the ending-
everything we achieved here.
The spot of the ending where you go up the
You
stairs
heard
over
me
and
before,
over.
didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you?
Do you want to die with the bucket? Not a game, by the way, a mod.
No!
It's like, oh.
Thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
No.
No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll
But you
both
keep
go
going
back. Why
in
are
and
you
out
doing
teasing her
this?
right now. Yeah, I mean, I like the peaceful bit with the colors, but this I can skip.
Stanley?
Let's just go back to this. We don't need that ending. And yet, rumble of the stairs. Room really sets the tone long. Yeah, it's a rather depressing ending. Let's go back to this. I just like the planetarium. That's what I like.
What new mysteries lay in store for our bucket-loving heroes
Now,
today? Let's
what else do
find
we
out.
have? We did the mind control with the bucket ending. We've done the Mariella ending. Is this a bucket ending again yesterday? Getting all of them correct doesn't change anything? Ah, okay. I did the elevator ending. I got all the figurines, yep. What was there one more that I... Okay, elevator ending, insanity ending. On ending with the bucket, yeah. I think those are the main ones. Yeah, we've done all the main ones. What else is there? What else is there left? Go to the right and go up the
Stanley
plank.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket
I
calling
have,
to him,
if it's the plank
telling
I'm thinking
him
of,
that
I
the
think we've already done that
employee
one.
lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Are there any other endings that are new that we didn't do with the bucket
said
yet?
the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room.
assuming you mean
go
up
somewhere
here.
else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
The only one that you can think of is the input received ending, which is identical to its 2013 counterpart. Oh, okay. So we did this one already. Yeah, but were there any new endings that we didn't do with the bucket? Yeah, we did this one. Don't step on the elevator. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We did this before.
All of his co-workers
We did it.
had
We did a
gone.
bucket list. Yeah.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had... Now this, Stanley thought to himself, this is a bucket. And indeed it was.
Yeah, we did the escape ending with the bucket. We did the yes and no endings now with the bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his
yeah.
chest and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase,
There's an Easter
Stanley
egg that
and the
requires you to
bucket
step on the
walked
jump
upstairs
circle and
to the
click
boss's office.
begin the game again. Oh, okay. Well, we'll check it out.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
I don't have any jumps left.
All along, was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Oh, does it? Oh, I don't have any jumps left.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
So how does this work again? Do I just go to the final one,
Lights
call the
rose
elevator, and then
on
just
an
wait?
enormous room packed with television screens.
To
What
reboot the game to
horrible
restore all your
secret
jumps?
did this place hold?
Don't
Stanley
worry about it
and
then.
the
If it's
bucket
just an
both
Easter
wondered
egg,
to
we won't worry about it.
themselves. The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as
Aw,
Stanley cradled
poor
it
bucket.
gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the
Easter egg in
bucket
the
been
vent
told to
ending.
do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do?
Jump over some
or not
boxes
want
to
do
find
in
it.
the first
Yeah.
place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
There's no button there, so I have to wait 60 seconds here. There it is. That was not 60 seconds, but that's fine. Doesn't seem to be any different with the bucket. Secret Room 2014. Oh.
But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall. Now, what to do next, Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here.
It's the same, only with
so they set up a little
the
couch
bright
and
colors of the top.
It
that's
really
all.
wasn't so bad down here. A bit cold.
Yeah. All right. It's the same ending but with colorful lights. So, do we? Yeah, we gotta look up like a guide to see what all the endings are. Woken up to crab. Okay, let's see. Endings. Oh. Oops, end gang. Endings. No, Ultra Deluxe endings. Okay, so there's all the vanilla endings, yeah, but new endings. Two endings that yeah. Nostalgia skip ending. Try the new Stanley Parable. At the bottom of the mind control room. Role model. Bucket mind control floor. The facility wants the bucket, yep. Bucket escape pod, silly birds. No bucket equals death. Bucket destroyer, yep. Die with the bucket. Oh, I guess I never really tried that. I never thought of that as being an ending.
Finally, yes, the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way
RGB
to
sky
the
setup,
meeting
yeah.
room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee
Play the game on the
lounge was
8th
simply
title
the place
screen.
to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this no? Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door.
I suppose that is an
to
ending
go
of
back
sorts.
to the meeting room.
No.
If you just walk off the edge
Don't
here.
go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The car...
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Okay. That was a very short ending. Everything's a bucket. Your life with the bucket. Yep. King of comedy. You kill the bucket. Yep. Paranormal bucket. Right, yeah. You thought it was all in your head. The one mistake. The bucket. Take the escape path at the entrance. Yeah. Epilogue. After all the endings, you can go back to the main menu and choose this. Yeah. Wow. He put spoiler tags. The user, the creator of this guide put spoiler tags around these pictures, but the spoiler tags didn't even activate. We got the broom closet ending, broom closet with bucket, whiteboard ending. Oh, I never even thought about whiteboard ending. Never even really thought about the whiteboard ending, but apparently there's no bucket variant. Easter eggs, disco mind control room, barking mode. Checking extra endings for whiteboard ending beforehand. Okay. Forgot about the whiteboard ending. Different halls, yep. Boxes in the office, yep. Praise the jumping. You have to have remaining jumps from the jump circle above. To get this, you have to jump to the to get to the recorder in. Right. Elden Ring Easter egg. Praise the. Right. So, yeah, it's like praise the sun, but it's praise the jumping. Okay. Elevator music. Yep. With or without the bucket. Yep. Narrator getting annoyed. Sometimes if you wait in the boss's office long enough, narrator gets annoyed and opens the passage for you. Right, yes, if you take too long to figure out the puzzle. Right, so yeah, that I think we've basically seen everything. Damn. It's in one of the alternate office layouts. Oh, I suppose. Yeah. Right, you're right. Alright, and... Was it this one? No, this one. Easter eggs. Yeah, this video here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So
Cool
far off the
text.
beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path.
Right, yeah, so it's just like a... It's like a previous Stanley left a message for the current Stanley. Say, praise jumping. Yeah. So you said something about you can also play the game on the 8th title screen. Should do the real person ending. Doesn't matter with or without the bucket. It's the same. You can clip through the fence and land at the bottom of the cargo lift room. Oh, right. I do remember being able to do that. Stanley Parable 5. The Stanley Parable 5, The Revenge of the Gun. Aw, it just says Stanley Parable 2 though. Maybe I gotta do the epilogue again to get it to show up with the new background. Wait. Let's do the epilogue again. Is there anything down there though if you manage to get to the bottom of the cargo lift room? Ah, okay. Small, but yes. Okay. How do you get the real person ending again? How does that initiate. Just say dinner. Oh, nice. Nice, yeah. Unplugging the phone. Oh, okay. Yeah. You have to make it through the end of the world. Right, yeah. You're not Stanley, you're a real person. I do love the the way this ending plays out, the way this epilogue setup plays out. Don't want the narrator to kill me. He made me. I don't want to be deleted. Ah, sorry, I went past the Stanley button. I'm running past the Stanley button. If you find the escape pod in the epilogue, you get to take the bucket with you. It's nice to see you. But stupid to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Right, so this is the same. I don't want to say no. I want to say yes because I want to see the different. No. Employee of the Scream. Employee of the Pirate. Or Fistful of Pirate. Fistful of Scream. Yeah, Fistful of Scream. There we go. It's absurd. I love it. Atomic ice cream. Let's do it. I almost accidentally pressed no. Alright. It is. Oh. Fistful of Choice sounds like it could actually be a subtitle for the Stanley Parable, yeah. It is 10 a.m. for me. That's the actual time. Alright, let's get to Stanley Parable 8. Fistful of Human Condition. It's your favorite. Stretch break, yeah. 6 p.m. for me. Oh. Um. Hmm. Hmm. Destruction of mind control machines? I mean, it makes sense. Hello, sir. Who are you? Alright, last one. Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, depending on your time zone. Oh god. Will depend on where you like how like depending on where you live will depend on what the time is relative to me. Okay, is there a specific one I'm supposed to do for this one, or that's one of the different Stanleys from the Infinite Hole dream sequence? Right. Oh yeah, yeah. Game of coworker. Quarterly hole. Revenge of the hole. Perfect. Okay. Just turning on the spot. Okay. Ah, of course.
Hold on. What's this?
8. 8. 8. 8.
The Stanley Parable 8? No. This doesn't look right at all. The Stanley Parable takes place in an office building. There are doors and branching paths. This is
8.
just a button that says 8. Where did the
8.
Stanley Parable go?
8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8.
Should have seen it coming.
8.
Yeah, I should have seen it
8.
coming too.
8.
Well, I'm
8.
looking around and I really
8.
can't find the game anywhere.
8.
No boss's office or
8.
mind control facility
8.
or any of that.
8.
Literally just this 8 button.
Yeah.
And what's worse is that you seem to be having a better time
8.
with this nonsense game than with the story I wrote for you.
8.
I'm actually a little
8.
insulted.
8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8.
That's just it. There was some good
Well,
gags
I
in the
don't know what
demo.
happened to the Stanley Parable or what the 8 button is,
8.
but apparently you're having a riveting
8.
time with it. And
8.
frankly,
Glad
I
to
don't
see it
even
in the
want to
actual
pander to
game.
someone who finds this enjoyable. So with that, I guess just go ahead and enjoy the Stanley Parable 8.
8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8.
It's got the same
8,
gameplay loop as the baby
8,
game.
8,
It's infinitely more
8,
enjoyable, yeah.
8.
Begin the game again. Holy shit.
Hold on. What's
8,
this?
8, 8, 8,
The
8,
Stanley Parable 8?
8,
No,
8,
no. This doesn't
8,
look right at all.
8,
The Stanley Parable takes place in an
8.
It sounds like
office
the
building. There are
dialogue's
doors,
gonna
8,
repeat.
branching paths. This is
8,
just a button that says 8.
8,
Where did the Stanley Parable
8,
go?
8.
8, 8, 8, 8.
I'm looking around and I really
It's
can't
just
find the
8,
game
yeah.
anywhere. No boss's office or mind control facility or any of that. Literally just this.
Yeah, no matter what you do, it's just 8.
Hold on.
8,
What's this?
8.
Alright, well. I'm assuming if we go if we do it this way as well, it will still just load in, yeah. Wow. Or 8 puts it with a slight accent, yeah. Alright, wait. Let's turn that off. Let's get it working again. Actually, yeah, that's a way to, I was gonna say, a way to check if we've got everything. Achievements. But no, it's the achievements are silly. Yeah. Oh, donation alert. 8. Is that true? Is there an epilogue escape pod? Curse of the didgeridoo. If so, how does that epilogue escape pod work? Really bring it all together. Crab was yummy. Oh, nice. I haven't had like crab meat I haven't had crab in ages actually. I don't think. Been a long time. So yeah, if there's escape pod in the epilogue, I'm gonna need someone to tell me how to find it. Many years later. Look around before you go in the memory zone. Okay. Stanley Parable 69. Oh my god, imagine resetting the game and starting it up 69 times. Just to get that. I mean, we're already 9 points there. I suppose. God, I'm so sleepy that if I don't fight it, I could fall asleep at my desk while streaming. I have to actively fight it. I don't, Stanley. You're a kid who thinks 69 is funny. It's just a number. How do you think this is funny? Yeah, I imagine so. The rest is just deserts. Okay. Oh! I never even thought to look. It's not about the number, it's about sending a message. Oh, of course, because we sent the bucket on a flight at some point. Oh my god. How will this alter the ending? The fucking music. I can't see shit. The lights in my eyes make it really hard to see. I must say though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting. A welcome reprieve from This game just never stops with its secrets, yeah. That's why I'm convinced, I'm sure there's more stuff that they didn't put in their guide. No more spin-offs, no more sequels. That one didn't change. It'd be funny if there were time-locked secrets. Well, there sort of are. But not at the same time.
Stanley.
When I say sort of, I mean that there's ones that are time required. You have to like there's the achievements where it's like you've got to wait 10 years to get the achievement. Thank you for pushing the Stanley button. I appreciate that. You remembered my request for you to do that. Yeah, I remembered. And I was like, I'm not gonna miss it this time. Must be of Untitled, which I still find myself learning new things about every now and then. Yeah. Stanley. Obviously the flag gets set and there's a new slew of secrets. Yeah. Do I say no? I feel bad saying no. Preserve the integrity of the franchise. What nonsense. We're gonna make Stanley Parable 10. Crocodile Pirate. Forbidden swimming pool. Stanley the imposter. Making much of this Among Us ending. I'm glad there isn't. Grilled love. So I guess the saying no is the only thing I haven't really done. Hearing the narrator calling someone sus would deal psychic damage to my soul. Yeah, don't do it. I understand. Sometimes we're not ready to move on. It's fine. If you ever change your mind and want to start inventing new sequels, come talk to me. I'll be right here. Yet it still changed the menu. Grilled love. Oh dear. Well, that's kind of it. No, grabbing the bucket at the ending there didn't actually do anything. It just meant I had the bucket for the ending. It was just an Easter egg. It wouldn't change it if you said no the first time? Oh, I see. It will keep doing it whether you say yes or no. Yep. Oh, yep. Begin the game. The real person secret if you want to see it. Yeah. I do it before I go into the room, right? I don't go into all the way into the room. I just head that way.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee
I do
number
love this.
427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard.
Oh, on the way back.
Orders came to him through a monitor at his desk, telling him what button.
Alright, yeah, skip.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. One man, one bucket, one chance to seize their destiny together. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this no? Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Oh.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
I can't do it with the bucket, can I?
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room.
I didn't think about
Go
that.
somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
Oh, you can?
It should have alarmed
It's
him,
the same,
of course,
oh.
because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
In here,
Said the bucket.
go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Now pick up the phone.
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket.
Mr. Someone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 1,
Can't you
2,
see-
3, 4, 6.
Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should
Yeah,
I have
we've
paused for longer.
we're getting
or
the
spoken
secret.
quicker?
We're getting the secret here.
Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
What is comedic timing?
Can I skip this?
What is comedic timing?
I don't think I can I? No. I have to sit through this entire video.
Thankfully, the answer to all of these
It would
questions
have been faster
is
to go the other way, I
yes.
think.
Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more
We'll be
than
right
76
back, yeah.
degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the
Stating
joke,
and
including the
spelling.
specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny."
That's right, I'm Dunny
Let's practice screaming,
with the funny.
"I'm Dunny with the funny" now. Good.
Damn it.
This saying
I
is
was
a
like, is that
perfect
it?
example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all.
Yeah, that's
Just
not
remember to
entirely
let them stop
surprising.
laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence, and who very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must
hey,
be prepared to give our
Dwayne
lives
Johnson?
to this noble cause,
Welcome to
just
the
as our
stream.
children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Okay, now how do I hop over the fence? Outdated implies that all that happened in Stanley's universe. Yeah. How do I do this? Oh, here is it? No. Get on the elevator. On the other side. Okay.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
So how does one... Okay, wait. Get on the elevator, and the yellow caution tape fence is the one you want. Oh? No? Crouch against that fence. Oh. Okay. Okay, we did it. I remember doing this a long time ago, but I did not remember. Loading dock B. Before I do anything, what am I looking for here? Am I just going out the door, or is there something else I can find down here? It's just loading dock B. Okay, I was just making sure there wasn't anything else I could find, like a secret mouse. There was that secret mouse in that other, in the Apple room. That was super random and secret. Oh, weird. Is that it? Is that an Easter egg? Heaven. Yeah. Let it play for a minute. Oh, okay. Okay. So I'll wait till 42:50 on the stream. I thought the input received ending was the same as last time. I thought there wasn't any difference. Maybe longer to slow burn this track? Okay. It is the same, yes. Okay. What is the input received ending again? I don't... Ooh. I just want to figure this out without looking it up. I don't know. Buttons ending. Yep. I remember that. Circular rotating colored button ending. Yeah, I remember that. I'm kind of surprised there's no bucket variant of that ending. So calm and peaceful. On your own. Holy crap. I remember reading that it was possible to get to the bottom of that area, but I don't know if I ever actually did it back in the day. Oh, I suppose, yeah. But they could have left his door open so you can go out and get the bucket, go back, and then press last input. And had a bucket ending variant. That feels like it just looped. I think that's it. I think that's the whole thing. Well, I suppose that'll do. Yeah. Well, that might have to be it for Stanley Parable. It's, I was gonna say I was planning to stream a little longer, but I mean we're close to 2 hours, so it's not too bad. I was gonna say we could have a little ending to the stream here, where I talk about things. Talk about things, just whatever. But I guess it's up to you guys. I wasn't, well, depending on how long this took, I wasn't gonna. But I guess I could. If you guys want to see, so, I mean, if you guys want to keep watching, I can play something else. I kind of I was gonna say I got back into I watched a video the other day about a game that I never really gave the time of day back in the day, called Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. And I've come back to it because this person was like raving. This video was like raving about it, and I was like, I remember back in the day I did not really care for it, and I've kind of returned to give it another go. And I think I figured out something about the game that I couldn't figure out last time, and so yeah, like that. I'm currently getting back into that just in my spare time. But yeah, so I could play a little bit of that. But what else was there? There was something else that I was gonna mention. I mean, I've still been working on the game. How far? What have I done since I last showed the game? Oh, I think all I've done since I last showed the game is I've added a bunch of animations, that didn't exist before. Damn it! 1 second. I'll just show off the little updates I've done to this, and then we'll call it for the day. Because I don't usually like to have too much non-game content outside of the game that I'm playing in the stream. So yeah, one thing I'll quickly say is that Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe like gets my seal of approval for like a crazy addition to an awesome game. Very cool. I liked Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe was everything that I would hope for in a follow-up to a game like that. I still have yet to fix the sound effects and stuff, but something I did. Unfortunately, I have to collect all the collectibles, which still have the same old sound effects that I really need to remove. Okay, I got everything. So straight off the bat, when you collect these things, normally the werewolf would just appear here. Now he leaps in before it starts. So he has a little, like, I added a little leap animation, but also if he catches you, I added a little like death animation. that loads you back to prior to getting the key. What the? The game lags if I do this. I think it's just because I'm in editor mode. So he leaps in. Instead of just appearing out of nowhere, he leaps in from the forest. It's tiny and it's such a shitty animation. It's just but it looks better than him just popping in out of nowhere. And I added a little animation to Gilman as well. It's just really, once again, really quick. Gather all the evidence pieces. I always leave the egg by the entrance so I can just see the key appear. Because it just makes me satisfied to see the key appear. There we go. And so yeah, now if it should be mentioned, if I fall in here now, I added that animation. That is also the death animation if you get caught by the Gillman. He like drags you under. It's such a shitty animation. But I mean, it matches the style, the like level of quality of the models and stuff like that. But yeah, you'll notice now when the Gillman pops out, he actually like rises out of the water rapidly. He like actually pops out of the ground instead of just appearing above the ground. He actually pops out. He actually like rises out of the ground as he chases you. All I need to add now for that is like a splash effect, but I don't know how I'm gonna do that with and keep it looking like this. Only other animation remaining is the vampire catch animation. The vampire also rises out of the ground when he pops in now, but the only difference is that I don't intend for that to be the final version for the vampire. What I want to do, he's gonna pop out of the ground just because I wanna make him like I wanna make a little like poof particle effect where he like pops in like a little cloud of smoke, and I thought the best way to have him like actually pop in is to like pop in the same way the Gillman pops in, except there's a little like cloud of smoke that accompanies it, so you don't actually see him popping out of the ground. It's just he just sort of more pops out of nowhere with the little cloud of smoke. Only thing is that actually a lot of the places the vampire spawns are like hidden by stuff anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just showing off changes I've made to the Game Jam game I made. This isn't so much a long-term project I'm working on. It's just it's updating a game that I made for a Game Jam that we just had. Because I hosted a Game Jam like a week and a half ago. Yeah. There's a game Rory made for his Game Jam. He's going over changes he's made for the it's the post-jam game is what I would call it. The post-jam game. Always wanted to make a game. Right, yeah. Well, we just finished up the latest Game Jam, and I'll probably host another one not too long from now. I'll probably host another one sometime soon-ish. So yeah, if I get the document, if I'll pop in. Oh, did I screw up his... I might have screwed up his code. I think his code is screwed up. Yeah, wait. Can I get the inspector here? Wait. Inspector. Oh, I need the freaking hierarchy as well. Wait. I'll see if I can fix it. wait. Oh, it'll be in zone 4. I didn't screw up his code so much as I screwed up. Yeah, I need his. Oh, which one is it? Damn it! I shouldn't have closed the hierarchy. Okay, wait. Hierarchy. Fix it on the fly. Damn it. There, now he drag. He didn't even get to see the animation properly. Okay, if he grabs you. Is it gonna have the same error? It's gonna have the same error. Okay, wait. I gotta fix this now. You fixed again. Because it's not saving it. Now that I'm far away, I should... There he is. I managed to get away just in time. He's gonna dash. He appears underneath trees and stuff like that. Okay, catch me. Yeah, he just like drags you into his castle. Yeah. Poor Bat Boy is broken. Tomorrow I'll make my own game from scratch. Engine and everything. Wow. I would say good luck, but I feel like you need more than luck to be able to do that. Yeah, game jams are a good excuse for just making something. Even if it's not, you know, it's not your magnum opus, it's not the game that you've always wanted to make. Oh, he's broken. Yeah, I forgot he's broken. I need to go into him properly and drag that in here. Save it. Yeah. So now he should be working properly now. But yeah, I wanted to make a little like poof particle effect, but then I also remembered that he does tend to appear behind stuff. So, like all his spawn points that he can spawn in are all sort of hidden or obscured. So he sort of pops out of nowhere most of the time. Like he pops out of places that you can't see most of the time. Yeah. Something I also fixed, which I didn't really show off very much there, is that I don't know if anyone noticed, but the characters, the enemies tended to sort of float a bunch, and I didn't know why before, but I kind of fixed that. But now they don't fly at all. Technically the vampire can fly, but he won't go up or down. He'll float above or below you if you are above or below him. Or you're below or above him, I should have said. Yeah, they won't like go vertical directions at all. Yeah. Thought about joining a game jam, but I don't know where to find them. Oh yeah, no, they're very easy to find on itch.io. There's always game jams going on and varying lengths and with varying prizes and stuff like that. You need to be big brain. Yeah, you need to be like colossal brain to build your own game from scratch with your own engine and everything. You need to be colossal brain. It's just making a game with an engine foundation by itself already is like a tough thing for a single person to do. Doing that from scratch is a monumental undertaking. But yeah, there's actually something that I should say is Hat and Hoodie. Your specialty is like animation, right? You do animation. You do Minecraft animations. Your skill set, that is animating things, is a field that is quite often sorely required. in the game development industry or game development areas, I'm sure that any team would want someone who is a skilled animator to join them in their team for making animations and stuff like that. If they're doing 3D, animation is a field that even like good 3D modelers aren't necessarily good animators. So a good animator is highly sought after. So yeah, like you could definitely find a good, like, honestly, you can find work. You could just literally find work, not even just for game jam stuff. Animators animation is a field that there's plenty of jobs out there for you, and especially in the video game industry. Or are you gonna be animating the peg dude? Nah, I intentionally wanted those guys to be like rather than pegs. I mean, I guess why you say I know why you mean why you say pegs, but I think of them as being 10-pin bowling pins. They're bowling pin dudes. I wanted them to be kind of like bowling pins, so they're just kind of like silly the way they move. The amount of detail work after getting down key motions blows my mind. Yeah. Like, to this day, there are certain animation things, even with the keyframes system, the way it works, I can't get the animation to look good. I think, do you just have to go like that? Yeah, this vehicle animates very poorly. It does not look like a natural animation, a natural movement for a vehicle at all. I like that ending. I like that is an ending. I'm happy with myself. I haven't seen your videos, Hat. But I'll have a look. I'll get your. Can I open your account? I cannot open your account through here. You have to leave a comment on one of my videos so I can so I can just like click your name and go to your account, because I can't do it through the stream chat. Or can I go like that? Oh, I can go to channel like that. Okay. I have to fix this. 1 second. There we go. I've got your account open in the background. I will take a look at it in a little bit. I'll take a look at it after the stream. But yeah, I'll see what your animations are like. Cause yeah, to have 10,000 subscribers, you must be doing something right. Oh, I see you've made some Game Maker stuff. Yeah. Oh, it's your Minecraft in a nutshell. It looks like it's where a lot of your hey shit ass, want to see me make a Minecraft animation. And then also Minecraft in a nutshell seems to be your big ones that got you all your subs. That's how it tends to happen. All my subs come from this one video on a game I did. Or I should show you the nonsense animation timeline for the open your eyes ending. Oh, yes. You should, post it to me. Send it to me on Discord or on Twitter is probably better. Yeah. Yeah, it tends to be the way it works with like big subscriber gain stuff. It's you know something you post gets a whole lot of attention, and then the rest of your channel starts getting a whole lot of attention because of that. And depending on how, like, in the case for me, my problem is that the game that I did that was super, that got me a ton of subscribers, isn't necessarily related to anything else that I do in terms of games. So I got a lot of attention for that, and then that attention continued for a bunch of people, but it disappeared for a lot of other people. So the momentum didn't carry through. But since you mostly just do Minecraft animations, like the attention the attention should like flow through your channel mostly. And you should continue to get sort of growth because of that. Yeah. But anyway, also I learned how to animate and subsequently learned I can't sustain animations as a full-time career. It's easily the most overwhelming and isolating medium to pursue working solo. Right, yes. Yep. uh yeah, animation is one of those things where I've seen people like figure out animation stuff and I'm just like, it's not for me. It's not for me. Oh dear, I see. So this animation screen is very different from Unity. But yeah. Oh dear. I still do it, but I could never do it commercially without a team to fall back on. Right, right. Well, if you were doing it commercially, you would have a team. That's the thing. Or if you're doing it for a game, you know, if you're going to do it for a game and not have a team, you'd be in an indie setup. Yeah. Jonas is messaging me about something. But yeah, I think we'll leave that there. We'll leave that there for now. And I'm kind of sad that it's over. I want more Stanley Parable. But it's kind of over. But yeah, next I have some other games I want to play in the streams coming up this week. I'm at least planning to stream tomorrow a game that came out recently. So I'll be playing something new tomorrow. And then later this week I want to play... Wait, do I have it all written out? Oh, I shouldn't have closed that. It's going to take ages to open it back up again. I'm going to open my schedule real quick to see if I've written it down. Yeah, but alas, there's only so much content that can possibly be in a game. All games must end eventually. Oh, that's right, I got another game that Okay, so tomorrow we're playing a new game. In a couple of days, we're playing another new game. I won't say what they are because I want them to be somewhat of a surprise. But yeah, let's just say the next two streams that are going to come out during the week, this week, are going to be two brand new games which we have not played. Well, two new things. Let's just say that. I really, really want to play Riven. Unfortunately, it's 10 hours long, apparently, according to how long to beat. But I really want to play Riven on the channel. So that might be something I play at the end of next week. End of this week, sorry. But the end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Yeah. Is it deleted scenes I see? Play it. Wait, what? Deleted scenes? Deleted scenes? Oh, condition 0, deleted scenes? Yeah, I have not played this. It is something I would play eventually. But, yeah. Remove from active series. You'll see why it's funny. Yeah, I'll play it at some point, but not right now. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. I will see you in the next stream. I hope you guys enjoyed the finale of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I don't foresee that we'll be getting another Stanley Parable thing until they make something like Crows makes all sorts of like narrative experiences. I just don't think that they'll be making anything quite like Stanley ever again. Yeah. Alright, well, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll hope to see you in the coming streams this week. I'm on the Davey train for life. Yeah, Davey will make some cool stuff. Like, if he makes another, like, the beginner's guide style game, I'll be happy. Stanley Parable 2, it's coming. You'll see. I mean, maybe they released Ultra Deluxe in hype to hype people up for Stanley Parable 2. You never know. You never know. It could be the case. But yeah, anyway. Whatever Davey makes next, I'll be sure to enjoy. Stanley Parable 2, Episode 1. Yeah. Alright, yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you later this week. Bye, guys. But if you haven't hit subscribe, I haven't hit like and subscribe and all those things. Bye. Bye.